Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
So we are presenting together the newest innovations from MAXIMATOR. So relax, take a cup of coffee, and we start. So first of all, I want to give you a brief overview about the Schmidt-Grantz Group. We are belonging to this group, and it's important for me that you know where we are coming from. So this is the fourth generation already, which means we are a pretty old company. Last year we have had a 90th celebration. And as you can see on this side, the young generation is in place already, so the future is safe for us. This was too quick. So all these companies belonging to the Schmidt-Grantz Group, so we are doing a lot in the mining industry, and everybody knows the coal mine is gone. So we have to look for new applications, and therefore we are prepared for the future, and we will show you to this shortly. These are all the applications where we are in, and the most important thing is on the right top side. New energies, power to gas, hydrogen. These are the new keywords for us, and we do everything to fulfill the targets in the future. So a quick overview about MAXIMATOR. At the moment we are 700 people, 400 in Germany, 300 all over the world. We have a global network, which means we can serve all these new applications worldwide. We are heavily active in, good morning. We are heavily active in China as well in the United States. And hydrogen, I mean, we have to go to the United States. So we are opening a new sales office, a new service center shortly, because we are delivering a lot of hydrogen filling stations into the United States. So our roadmap for max compression. Actually, we started with a new company 2017 called MAT, MAXIMATOR Advanced Technology. And we started by the end of 2017. Last year was our first year that we have been here. And within the first 3 months, we have done all the design, all the calculations for the new compressor and all that, all the FMEAs and so on. And this was pretty quick. And then we came to the show last year, the first time, and we have presented this mock-up. And everybody was curious, what are you doing now, blah, blah, blah. And we showed last year already that we have this automatic seal exchange for high pressure compressor, exactly. So everybody is asking me, hey, how can you manage it? Within 1 year, from the design to a real serial production machine, and you can see it on our booth, how is this possible? As I told you before, we are coming from the test bench field, and we have built test benches to test the components from our max compression system. This is just one example, as you can see here. On the right-hand side, you can see 2 test benches for the high-pressure seal. Because otherwise you have to run a lot of endurance tests and so on. And we have built the test benches, so it was possible for us to test several different kind of sealings, different material, different geometries. And we have built this directly in-house, which gives us a big advantage. So, and here you can see the result. This is actually the max compression. And I would say after 1 year, it's pretty good. And you can see this max compression system on our booth. Then we, after 1 month later, so November, we finished the first product. And then we went into our test container. As you can see here, more or less you can see also a hydrogen filling station. The complete environment in the test container is a complete hydrogen filling station. So to give you a little bit of better understanding, and pictures are saying more than words, we show you a quick video, that you have a better understanding what are we doing and what I'm talking about. So the main reason for us to come out with this new design is pretty clear. If you go to the H2 Mobility side at the moment, all the filling stations in Germany, you can see on the website, right? And quite often you see red dots on the German flag, yeah. And quite often the problem is the compressor, the high pressure compressor, yeah. So and therefore we came out with the automatic seal exchange, as you can see here. We are changing the seal fully automatically, yeah. The only thing what you have to do, you have to put cartridges into this revolver, yeah. And also if you have a guy on the filling station which has a little bit of a technical know-how, yeah, he can do it, which means there's no need that we send somebody from Nordhausen, where our headquarters is and the service is based there, to Munich or to Berlin or whatever, yeah. So we have done a calculation and we can run 600 hours, or tested actually 600 hours with one sealing package. And if this is gone, we put the next sealing in. And again, this is the first time that the company has realized this, and this is a really big step forward because we have to bring down the maintenance cost, yeah, the OPEX cost, and this is a must. Otherwise, the whole hydrogen business has a kind of a problem. So this is very important for me because we are from the sales team, yeah, and it's all the time easy to present new products, whatever. But these are the people behind, and I'm really proud about the people. On the right-hand side, you can see the team from Vienna. This is actually the brain from MAXIMATOR right now. And on the left-hand side, you can see our guys in the workshop. They have done a brilliant job. And this is only possible if you do it together as a team. There are many other people, but I cannot show all of them, of course. Yeah? But thank you for all these guys. So, upcoming projects. As I mentioned before, we are building hydrogen filling stations in the future, but we are working together also with competitors, like with McPhee. And the first stage which you see on our booth is for McPhee actually, and they are building the filling station, they are using our compressor. Yeah? So we are highly flexible also in that. Yeah? It's a competitor, but we try everything to give hydrogen a full chance. Then we have another project in Wuppertal. Yeah? So we do a complete turnkey project, not only the hydrogen filling station, we do also the storages, we are doing the electrolyzer system. We are not manufacturing them, but we do it as a turnkey project. Yeah? This is for 10 buses. Yeah? We start with the installation by the, let's say autumn. Yeah? And the second phase will be additional 10 buses. So in total, we are running 20 buses pretty soon in Wuppertal. Then, of course, Shell is a very important player in the market. So they are doing really a lot to push hydrogen. Yeah? And just recently, we signed a contract for the dealer value proposition program, which means they are supporting all the guys which are running already a Shell station, yeah? And they support for hydrogen then, of course, yeah? And we will be delivering the hardware for that, which means if the guy is saying, okay, I want to have now this hydrogen filling station, they order it directly from us. Yeah? It's a big program and it started last year, autumn. They rolled it out that time. And we have already a lot of inquiries, and this will be also a big step forward in the hydrogen market. So this is a quick overview. Last year, we presented it together. Yeah? We created MIT, I spoke already about it, and testnet. Patrick will give us a better overview in a minute. Yeah? And MAXIMATOR Gas Solution is also in place now, and we are producing storage systems for the hydrogen market. So, what's coming? Yeah? So, as you saw before, we are really quick with developments. We have many, many things in the pipeline, and as you can see, these are all the different fields where we are in: max compression, max power, max cool, max storage, and so on and so on. All is for the filling station, and our goal is to make the filling station much cheaper, which we are getting right at the moment on the market. Yeah? And we do everything to fulfill this target so that hydrogen has really a chance. That's it from my side. I pass over now to Patrick, and he will talk a little bit about explosion-proof chambers. Thanks a lot.
Thank you very much, René. I just have to adjust it. Now we heard a lot of the refueling stations, and MAXIMATOR has global strategy to, on the one hand, come from the refueling stations. From the other side, we would like to help the car manufacturers to bring cars on the road, because you need both to bring the hydrogen economy alive. And I would like to tell you something about an innovation we also did within the last 12 months. It is an explosion-proof chamber for a hydrogen composite pressure vessel. So when you test a vessel under the gas pressure, it should never fail under gas pressure, because there's a lot of energy stored inside of that tank. But therefore, many tests are done in advance. So, and we would like to offer a new possibility within this testing field. We do that together with a partner. It is a company TestNet from Munich, and we have here the responsibilities within the testing service market. So they are more concentrating on the small volumes like on-tank valves and so on. So this is a general deviation how the responsibilities work. MAXIMATOR is concentrating on the large volume things, so when we talk about tanks, for example, but only on the hydraulic side. And our joint venture, which we have together, which was already mentioned by René, is TestNet MAXIMATOR, and this is responsible for the pneumatic test, or pneumatic, it is hydrogen or other gases on large volumes. Our requirements for this idea we had several time ago, it was we would like to do gas testing without the preliminary hydraulic testing. So when you would like to do a gas testing nowadays, you have to fulfill hydraulic testing up front to be safe that the tank will never rupture under gas pressure, because this is a very event which you should not have. We have the gas testing, which we could do beyond the design criteria of the tank. So, for example, the tank is designed for minus 40 degrees C. Maybe we could test it at minus 60 or plus 150 degrees C. Nobody knows what happens today, but we could do that with that kind of chamber. And another big topic for the car manufacturers is the misuse. So, for example, when there is a car accident and you have to analyze what happens at that car accident, is the tank still safe, or the customer made some misuse, maybe unintended, and there needs to be a simulation where the tank could rupture. And we would like to create a possibility for car manufacturers to test exactly this. Here's one thing this was nearly the first step, is the TNT equivalent. When you have a full tank, 200-liter vessel, and you fill it up with 1050 bar of hydrogen, you would have an equal of nearly 10 kilogram of TNT for the explosion. So this is quite huge. This is not 100% comparable, because in our application we do not have that thermal energy. It is more the mechanical energy of the pressure wave, because we would ever test in a nitrogen environment where it is not possible that an explosion happens actually. It is more an expansion of the pressure wave. But this gives you a feeling what it is about. And then we started with an FEM analysis, and our first idea, we created a module, a kind of chamber with a wall thickness and a gyrometry on the inside, and our first thing didn't happen. So this was not enough. So within our simulation we saw, okay, this kind of wall thickness and this gyrometry doesn't work. And we tried to improve ourselves. We had some simulations running on to see, okay, which gyrometry we need, which material properties we need, with wall thickness we need, and we came over many simulations to find out, okay, which are the right design criteria for our chamber to withstand these energies. And over the time we accelerated and we reduced the plastic deformation. And we would still have some very minimum of plastic deformation, so there is not an unlimited time that the chamber is able to resist. So this is kind of a challenge. So we have maybe 10 or 20 of those explosions within the chamber. Then we maybe have to refurbish this or whatever. But this is not an unlimited lifetime safe chamber, because the energy amount is too high. At the end, we came out with such a chamber. We have a special material, we have a special geometry, we have a wall thickness which was calculated, and then was the next challenge to find a manufacturer who is able to deal with such thick walls and to bring it to a tube actually. And we made even this, and around this chamber we built up a test stand which is able to cycle, to do the normal cycles like it is done worldwide without the chamber, so normal certification tests, for example. And of course we have the possibility to run these special tests inside of this special chamber. This is just a layout which I could show to you about the facility we will create. This facility will be placed directly to the Munich airport, so we owned a property over there, or our partner Testnet does this. And later on, and by mid of this year, the test stand will first place in the region of Nordhausen, where our headquarters is. And later on, by the end of this year, we will move to this new property. And we would be happy to support you over there. So thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Patrick Schulte and René Himmelstein. Are there any questions from the audience regarding so many people taking notes and pictures? No questions? Okay, then let me have the first one. I'm quite impressed. It sounds very innovative, and you're moving very fast. So could you also imagine to support other companies just by saying, like, we have the right innovative test branch to support you as well with whatever you're doing?
Yeah, of course, as René said, we are also working with some kind of competitors. In my point of view, there are not big competitors in this field because we have to get this thing starting. So of course we work with competitors somehow. We see them sometimes. It is when even our competitor is growing with our help, the market is growing. So, and we would like to start this market, and then we will all participate on that, right?
Thank you very much. Any questions from the audience by now? Okay, so if not, please go to their booth B46 in this direction to get further information or see all their prototypes. Thank you again.